role of the globin, nature simply employ all the people who are available in the surrounding. If it is employing someone, it is function is mainly specific. That is provided by only that kind of molecule only. That is the reason why globin is present. Here, the globin is having the globin protein surface is having the polar groups. These polar groups only are undergoing your salt bridge formation. In addition, it is a hydrophobic in nature. So why the hydrophobic nature of the protein is needed? That is also highly interesting. So what would happen when we are having a hydrophilic environment? In the presence of hydrophilic environment, the heme alone is present that will undergo immediate oxidation. So it will be converted into ferrous into ferric. Ferric form is not suitable for our O2 binding. So it is prevented by the nature itself by providing a hydrophobic globin part. That's it. Once the heme is oxidized, the collective form of the hemoglobin is known as methemoglobin. In the methemoglobin, iron is in the plus 3 oxidation state. So porphyrin will be present in the dianionic nature. Porphyrin, about porphyrin and everything we will see the next slide also. So it is an inactive form of the any enzyme is known as met enzyme. So it is the heme. Heme is nothing but your iron in the plus 2 oxidation state and protoporphyrin 9 dianion. It's a dianionic ligand. So iron is in the plus 2 oxidation state, ligand is in the minus 2 negative state. Minus 2 state. So the two NH protons will be relieved and it will act as a dianionic ligand. If you are seeing here, 4 tetrapyrrole rings are connected by a methyl carbon. 4 methane carbons are present. And the peripheral carbons can easily be undergo derivatization or substitution. We can substitute the hydrogen which are present at the peripheral of the pyrrole carbon atom that can be easily substituted. What are the groups present in protoporphyrin 9, 1, 2, 3, and 4 methyl groups, 2 vinyl groups, and 2 propionic acid groups are present. This structure is known as heme B. It is coming under the classification of heme B sites. So in hemoglobin, heme is the active site. So for tetrapyrrole ring, how many double bonds are present in the ring system? So if you are seeing the porphyrin ring system contains about 11 double bonds. 2, 2, 6, and 4, here 1, and a total of 11 double bonds are present. 2 vinyl groups and 2 propionic acid groups and 4 methyl groups are present. So how to draw this structure? Simply, no need to worry about the porphyrin structure. Put a big square at the central and at the edge of the each at the center at the center of the edge of the each side square we will put a small square. In the middle position we have to put a small square, then make a connection between the big square and the small squares, so it will come to the structure like this. Then put a cone at the head of the square. So putting a cone here, this is a head position where the two edges, so small square edge and big square edge are meeting. That is we are calling as the head position. சொல்லுங்க சொல்லுங்க டிசி முடிச்சுக்கங்க. இல்ல இல்லையே, எங்களுக்கு யாரும் இல்லையே. இல்ல இல்ல எனக்கு தெரியல, யாருக்கு பேருக்கு தெரியலையே. நம்மளுக்கு யாரும் கையில கொடுத்தாங்க அப்படின்னு நான் முடிச்சுட்டு வந்துட்டேன். எங்களுக்கு இங்கதான், இங்க கவர்மெண்ட் ஆர்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஆமா. சரி 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 சரி. ஓகே ஓகே. நீங்க முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? இல்லையா, வந்த பிறகு முடிக்குமா? சரி, ரைட் 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 ரைட். ஓகேயா ஓகேயா. So after putting a cone, at the top of the cone we have to put 1 nitrogen, and 4 nitrogen if you are placing it will come, it will give the resultant structure will be like this, and you have to put a double bonds. If you are take the one pyrrole ring which is at the head position in the top, and you can put a parallel double bond you can put, and parallel to that we have to put two double bonds in the methane carbon, the carbon bridge which is connecting to the two pyrrole ring system. சொல்லுங்க போய்கிட்டு இருக்கு. நான் இதை இன்னொரு 1 hourல முடிச்சிருவேங்க. ஆமா ஆமா ஓகே. So in one pyrrole system, if you are putting a parallel double bonds, then parallel to that we have to put the double bond in the big square also, and in the bottom position we have to revert of that we have to do. If you are putting in the upper direction, here we have to put the double bond in the downward direction, in the horizontal direction. Parallel to that we have to put the two double bonds in the ring system also, and finally we have to satisfy the valency of the nitrogens. At the end only we will satisfy the nitrogen valency. So here also what we have to do, we have to make it one as a sp2 hybridized to sp2 hybridized nitrogen. So two nitrogen should contain a double bond, and we have to put another one double bond at the peripheral carbons on both sides, left and right hand side. Finally we have to satisfy the valency of the nitrogen. Here if you are seeing the pink colored ones are sp3 double bonds which are connected to the nitrogen, which are pink in color, that nitrogen is known as a sp2 nitrogen, whereas the remaining two nitrogen which are present in the top and bottom position both are sp3 nitrogens. So we have to put a 2 nh group, nh. That's it. This is the way we have to draw the porphyrin ring structure. So what's the role of globin? Globin has a playing major role before and after diauxin binding. So we well know that the role of hemoglobin is a O2 transport. So before oxygen binding, it's provide a hydrophobic environment around the active site. Active site is nothing but our heme is providing a hydrophobic environment. So due to the presence of that hydrophobic environment, the oxidation of heme from +2 oxidation state to +3 oxidation state is prevented by nature itself. So once it is oxidized prior to O2 binding, what would happen? There is no O2 binding is facilitated. So after O2 binding also the globin part is playing major role. What is that? So it prevents the formation of the mu-oxo dimer. So once it is bound with the iron 2 center, there is a possibility of the transfer of electron from iron 2 to oxygen. Then oxygen will be reduced to superoxide. That superoxide is highly reactive. So what would happen? It will undergo reaction with the nearby heme unit. At the end of the reaction, it will form a mu-oxo dimer. Iron 3 dimer will be formed. This iron 3 dimer is highly stable, so it won't further. Automatically what would happen? The respiration process will be stopped. So in order to prevent that, nature is making heme and nature is embedding the heme inside the globin proteins. So this is the reaction sequence of the reaction which will happen when there is no globin part is present. So at the end it will produce the mu-oxo dimer. What would happen? Heme is highly reactive towards O2. So once O2 is bounding, it will immediately transfer an electron. So oxygen will be reduced. So the ground molecular, if you are seeing the molecular picture of the O2 molecule, that is the dioxygen. So how many unpaired electron will be present? Molecular oxygen எத்தனை unpaired electron இருக்கும்பா? unpaired electron இருக்குமா இருக்காதா? ஹலோ ஹலோ molecular oxygenல unpaired electron இருக்குமா இருக்காதா?